Rapid Business Building 2.0. 10 business building techniques that actually work. My name is Jennifer Segarius and I'm very happy to be able to spend time with you today. Let's get started. By listening and taking all the actions I suggest in Rapid Business Building 2.0, you will multiply your income by at least tenfold. Now, I know you're probably skeptical about this, but I've helped hundreds of clients to more success by using these tactics. If you follow these steps, you'll soon be making a lot more money with more freedom, independence, and security than ever before. So, let's get started. Business building technique number 1. Going from business owner to entrepreneur. Business owners serve their customers. They have a product and they sell it and they go home at night. Entrepreneurs have big ideas. They dream big, they think big. A lot of times they don't even know if their ideas are possible, which gets them even more excited. Business building technique number 2. The use of direct response marketing. Direct response marketing means that you can actually and accurately measure the effectiveness of every single ad campaign down to the penny. Ask yourself what ad campaigns you're running right now or have run in the past. If I sat down in front of you and asked what each ad campaign brought in for you in terms of inquiries, customers, and dollars, could you tell me? Now, there are 5 unique doors open for you when you adopt a direct response marketing approach. You can use the same media everyone else is using, however, you do it differently. You're able to use media no one else uses, more opportunities to attract and acquire, more money spent wisely by eliminating waste, more time and energy to sell by eliminating frustration. Now, aren't these 5 things you'd like to accomplish? Business building technique number 3. In order to have the biggest breakthroughs in your business, you need to look at people and companies outside of your business. Now, what do I mean by this? Most people copy businesses doing what it is that they want to do, not where they want to go. Let's take the restaurant industry as an example. Many restaurant owners will look at the more successful competitors and try to copy them in order to get more customers and make more money. However, by copying these restaurants at their best, they will have incremental improvements, but rarely will they have any breakthroughs. You need to be looking at other industries for your next breakthrough, because ideas are universal and interchangeable. And the person who figures out how to use these ideas from outside their industry in their business wins. Business building technique number 4. You must have a message about your business. The worst reason to advertise is the reason most people advertise. Reason number 1, someone showed up at their door to sell them advertising. Number 2, they want to make more sales. They want customers. However, the likelihood of the marketplace responding to you because you want something is non-existent. Open up the newspaper or Yellow Pages or any magazine for that matter and look at an ad and tell me what you see. Do you see a headline? Do you see a reason you should buy that product or service? Do you see what you're supposed to do now in order to take the next step towards buying? Or do you see a generic message giving the company name, address, and phone number or main website? Do you see the same old boring copy with the same old boring interchangeable features and benefits? Is there any offer at all? And is there one, or is it an offer anyone in their business could easily offer? And you've seen it 100 times. What's the real reason to advertise then? Well, because you've got a great message and you've got something the market will respond to. Now let's think about 3 ways you can generate a great message. You can reposition your business. How to make your business about something. Think about Disney. It's not about movies or about amusement parks or about cruises. They are about where dreams come true. Think about how Subway went from a fast food chain to becoming a weight loss program. Think about Harley Davidson. Live to ride, ride to live. What are you about? If you don't know, how will your customers? Number 2, target marketing, making your business for somebody. Who is your business for? Who are your products for? Think about Weight Watchers versus Nutri-Systems. Whilst Weight Watchers generally caters to them and is joined by women, Nutri-Systems focuses on weight loss systems for men. So think about it. Who is your business for? Unique selling propositions, number 3. This answers the question, why should people do business with you versus any and every other option available to them, including doing nothing. Take Domino's Pizzas, for example. Their early USP was fresh, hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less, guaranteed. So why would somebody do business with you versus any other option available to them, including doing nothing? Now here's a special warning about building your USP. If your USP includes something like, I'm honest, ethical, keep promises and do whatever I'll say, just start over. If your USP contains things you should be doing and you should be about, then that's not unique. Business building technique number 5, the ability to effectively communicate your message. Now, most people are so focused on what it is that they do that they don't focus on how to sell what it is that they do. Let's say you are the best brain surgeon in the world. You can save anyone from anything involving operating on a person's brain. Is this a valuable skill? Did you answer yes? If you did, let me ask you if the skill is truly valuable or the application of the skill is valuable. Being the best doesn't mean a thing if you can't apply your skills to help others solve a problem, fill a need, or accomplish a goal. So here's 2 simple steps to make this process sell. Number 1, get good at something. And number 2, develop the skill to put words together that sell something. There's this very famous story about John Lennon where he said, whenever we want one, I sit down and I write a swimming pool. That means he could sit down and write a hit song anytime he wanted, and therefore buy a new swimming pool or a car or a house or a plane. Building business technique number 6. Next time you're bemoaning adversity, lack of resources, or the feeling you need to conform, these are signs of failure orientation. Successful people, when faced with adversity, they see opportunity through creativity and action. Successful people, when they lack resources, become resourceful and look for new ways to use old items, skills, and people. When everyone else is racing to be the same, successful people find ways to do the opposite and be unique. There's a reason it's called a unique selling proposition and not a why I'm the same as everybody else. Let's look at business building technique number 7, processes and systems. In all likelihood, in your business, you have some kind of operation system and procedure manual, or you can accurately provide high-quality products or services time after time. However, I'd bet for most of you, if I asked you to present your marketing system, you wouldn't have anything to show me. So, do you? Do you have a marketing system? If not, then what you have is money spent. Notice I'm not using the term invest or random acts of hope or faith, both of which are misplaced. Is that the way you should be running your business? To put a finer point on this, I'll ask you right now, based on your current marketing promotions, what are your sales going to be this week? Could you fill in a number that's at all accurate? If you answer anything but a number, then your current system is one of hope and faith. With a market system, you get out of bed every night knowing what's going to happen in your business tomorrow, next week, and next month with reasonable certainty. Business building technique number 8. It's all about asking the big questions. These 6 words will change your business life forever. Start with who, then work backwards. Most people start with the what. What do we want to sell? What do we want to promote? What service am I going to provide? What am I going to charge? What? When the real question is, who am I going to serve? Do you think it's important to know the age, income, likes, hopes, dreams, locations, goals, problems, etc. of the people who are going to buy from you? Do you think that if you're selling Rolex watches, you better have the who you're selling to figured out before you write the message to them? Could there be multiple who's that require multiple messages? What I mean by this is, if one of your target markets is men buying an anniversary gift for their wife, do you think you might touch on different points than if you're trying to appeal directly towards a woman buying something for herself? I assume you will agree. So right now, imagine one product or service you provide and describe who your ideal client customer is. Now for your next marketing piece, take this description out and write a letter directly to this person you've described, and only to them. So many people are afraid of leaving people out that they create generic, bland, boring messages to everyone and no one at the same time. You need to write to a specific person because there are riches in niches. You move up the hierarchy of money when you move from generalist to specialist. A simple example of this is who gets paid more, the general practitioner or the heart surgeon? What are 4 niches in your industry? Think about it. Now circle the niche that you're in. By being in a niche, you'll have an idea that makes you the only choice for your clients. Business building technique number 8, the miracle of price elasticity brought to your business. Now read this carefully because it will change your business life forever. One of the biggest, most exciting payoffs of breakthroughs 1 through 7 is the ability to sell at prices or fees substantially higher than you have ever before, than all of your competitors, than your industry norms, even though you think you can't, and have more receptive, responsive, happier, and more loyal clients or customers. Now, what are 5 reasons why you should embrace this miracle? Well, number 1, you receive more income per customer or client, or annual value, customer value, and lifetime customer. More equity in your business, more income per transaction, per product or per service, more income for less work, and more respectful and appreciative clients. Let me ask you something that illustrates the effectiveness of this. So let's take a look at some math, shall we? Let's look at something that illustrates the effectiveness of this approach. Let's think maths. Let's say we have 100 clients and each of the clients is worth $1,000 a year to you. By embracing the concepts we teach you, you're able to increase the annual value of each client by 50%. So you get $1,500 per client. And trust me, this is not only possible, but it's on the very low end of what's possible. So you've now increased your income from $100,000 to $150,000 a year. There is going to be clients that you lose. And even if everything is handled correctly, there will be some loss of clients when you raise your prices. So let's take a big number and say a full 25% of your clients leave you. So now you only have 75 clients, each giving you $1,500 per year. So you're still bringing in $112,500, which is a 12.5% increase from your previous income. And you're doing 25% less work. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that this works. So here's a price increase tactic. Take whatever you sell and create a deluxe version that costs 30 or 40% more. Now obviously choose things that either don't increase your costs or increase them by less than an increase in price. So what could you add to your product or service to create a deluxe version? By following this one strategy alone, you'll find that if presented properly, a minimum of 20% of your customers will always take that deluxe version. What would your business look like if 20% of your customers immediately started paying 30 or 40% more? Business building technique number 9, stick-to-itiveness. Well, this word isn't very scientific. It's very real. And it is the reason why most people fail at almost everything they do. The bottom line is this. If you never make a system and never give it time to work, you're going to fail most of the time. You need to create a plan and then stick to it. Most systems don't work overnight, but need refining and revamping. So grit your teeth and stick with your plan. Now, to combat this, there is something that most successful entrepreneurs or business people do. And they often swipe and deploy ideas that are already working. They get coaching and mentoring or hire someone to help implement this system in their business. You can also read books, buy courses, or attend events, or hire consultants and create these systems yourself. Some of the reasons why people fail is because there's no confidence in the self. They have insufficient reasons to stick to it. It's too hard to do it. The INIs, they're ignorant, negative influences, and isolation. It can be very lonely at the top. So let's look at business building technique number 10. Models and mentors, support systems and success environment. Now this final breakthrough will quickly and single-handedly double, triple or quadruple your income, and you're almost there already. The first thing, modeling, is also a lot easier to do in business than in any other part of life. You can simply find models and then follow them. You need to invest time and money to get these models, but they are there for the taking. You also have the unique ability to take parts of several successful systems in order to build your own successful composite model. Mentors. Behind every great person, you'll find more times than not a great mentor. So, who is your mentor? If you can't name any, you need to get one or more qualified mentors right now. There's a lot of resources for you online, but one of the easiest places to find qualified mentors is through bossbusinessboost.com. Just contact us and we'll guide you to the right place based upon your needs, goals, and experiences. Now let's take a look at 5 simple tools for rapid business building. There are just 5 ways to increase your revenue and your profits. Number 1, increase your leads. Number 2, increase conversion. Number 3, increase the amount purchased. Number 4, increase the average spending. And number 5, increase your markets. If you can increase all of these levers, then you can massively increase your profits. So for example, if your revenue is 100,000 and your profit is 10,000, then you would need to only increase each of the 5 levers by 1%, and you would increase your profits then by 50%. In this example, if you can increase each lever by 2%, you will double your profits. So let's look at each one of these areas. Number 1, lead generation with Facebook advertising. Although I now generate leads via lots of different channels, my current favorite is Facebook advertising because it's cheap right now, it's targeted, and I actually don't know anyone who's not on Facebook, so I can potentially advertise to any group of people in the Western world. Now, top tip number 1, when creating an ad, you can narrow it down by selecting what you think your audience is interested in. Think about what all of your customers like. So what books they read, what magazines they read, and what tools they use. Then choose these in interests, and you will be able to target other prospects who are similar to your customers. Top tip number 2, you can also upload email addresses or telephone numbers from your database into Facebook. Then Facebook will quickly cross-check to see if they have a Facebook account. And if they do, you can create custom audiences and either advertise just to these or to a similar audience. This is very powerful and very targeted and a great way to regenerate old leads into new customers. Although I use several website optimization tools, my favorite is Visual Website Optimizer. It allows me to split test different aspects of my website pages. So for example, I can test a green buy button versus a red buy button to see which one performs the best. Now, top tip number 1, Google Analytics also allows you to split test. Top tip number 2, before you start spending money on optimization tools, make sure you have a decent amount of traffic. So for example, at least 1,000 visitors a month. Increase the amount of purchases from existing customers in using loyalty schemes. Now, including loyalty schemes into your business, where you reward customers who buy more, can range from giving them prize points or giving them cash back. So, top tip number 1, try and think outside of the box here. Although people like gifts, they also like experiences. So if you can provide your top customers with entertainment, whether that be wine tasting or a day at the races or a free place at one of your seminars, this will work like a charm and will also give you the opportunity to bond and get to know them better. Another good way to increase purchases is to introduce customers who bought this product also bought these at the checkout stage. How many times have you been swayed on Amazon because of this tactic? Increase the average spend by using Google remarketing. Have you ever felt like you're being followed around the web by the same advert? Well, this is Google remarketing, and it's very simple to implement. By adding some code provided by Google to your site, each visitor will be tagged. And if they didn't enter your sales funnel, then you can create an advert that is only shown to these visitors on Google's massive display network. Basically millions of websites, including YouTube, that display Google's adverts. Now, if you want to increase your customers' average spend, then if you have multiple products, you can just target audiences who've already purchased from you, as they are much more likely to buy more. Increase your margins by removing the bad apples. You can obviously increase your margins by negotiating better prices with your suppliers and/or increasing your prices. Pareto's 80-20 law will suggest that 20% of your customers will bring in 80% of your revenue, and usually the bottom 10% of your customers will lose you money and take up most of your time. By increasing your prices, you will usually lose these bottom 10% anyway. But if you don't, then it's time to weed them out and get rid of them. Now, another tip is get rid of those underperforming products and consolidate your efforts into those that perform. And your last bonus tip, if your margin is 30% and you increase your prices by 10%, you can afford to lose 25% of your customers. Conversely, if you reduce your prices by 10%, you will need to find 50% more customers. Usually the price-conscious moaning ones as well. So those were the 10 business building techniques that actually work. But do you want me to help you implement these? And many, many more business building and revenue improving techniques that actually work. If so, click on the link bossbusinessboost.com/strategy-call and get a free strategy session. Now, for years, I have taught a simple secret formula to massively grow profits in any business. And now I would like to help you for free. Now, you should have received this ebook by now, The 5 Easy Ways to Grow Your Profits with 61% Today. If not, it's on the way in an email right after this. Now, if you take a look at this free ebook, you will notice many ideas on how to generate an increase in revenue. Now, whilst most people see profits based on only 2 factors, revenue and costs, I see it, and the 5 ways, see profit based on 5 separate profit drivers. So with just a few simple distinctions, the 5 ways gives you 2.5 times more options to work on your profit, giving you 2.5 times more opportunity to boost your profits. Now, this is versus other expert owners who love to cut their way on the expense side to boost their profits. I don't believe in doing this. I would like to show you how to grow your profits with 61%, if not more, in a short period of time. Now, what are the benefits of my help? I'm happy to guide you through 5 ways, or to help design a custom marketing or sales plan for you and your company, or to identify your perfect target marketing of prospective buyers, and show you how to present your business online for the maximum results possible. This way, you'll be able to sell your products quickly and get the highest price you can without wasting time or money. Now, there's no cost for this, and there's no obligation of any kind. That has to be repeated. There is no cost for this, and there is no obligation of any kind. You apply for a strategy session. We talk for about an hour. I give you lots of great information and great techniques to step up your game quickly, and there is no obligation for that. So why do I want to help you? I offer this service because I'm a business growth consultant, specializing in sales and marketing techniques and the growth of small to medium-sized businesses. And I've been doing this for about 10 years now. So there really is a very good possibility that I have some techniques which will attract streams of clients for you, especially considering the recent marketing changes. And you can apply for your strategy call with this link, bossbusinessboost.com/strategy-call. There really is no catch. And let me be perfectly open and honest with you. So if you find value in the help I give you, you might want me to assist you with the growth of your business. Now, my consultancy fee is $2,500 per month. Now, with that said, please understand that I am not offering you a sales pitch in disguise. I promise not to pressure you or pester you in any way at all. In fact, if you feel I've wasted 1 second of your time, please let me know and I'll send you a free strategy plan for you to go on without my further assistance. But before we go any further, you need to know that I cannot help everyone. I can only be of benefit to people whose businesses have a clear website, great products being sold online, and a good reputation. So what happens next? Well, you schedule a planning session with me by simply clicking on the link below, or the one in the typed box right now. You'll see a form with a few questions about your business and what you're looking to accomplish. Once I have that information, I'll do some market research for you and set up a time to go over it together. Now, I have to tell you that when you apply for a strategy call, I do charge a $100 deposit. Now, this deposit doesn't mean anything to me. It only is being asked so I can keep away the time wasters, the people who just want to use the information without any thoughts. So in order to keep my time available for the people I really can help, I charge $100 deposit. When we're done and you choose not to work with me, I will return that money to you within a matter of minutes. If we decide to work together, however, I'll be happy to put that money towards my initial month's fee. So if you're happy to do that, click on the link, bossbusinessboost.com/strategy-call. I really look forward to talking to you. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye bye.